Good evening or good morning, depends of which time of the day you're watching this video. I always thought that I'm supposed to explain you in English what Locri Dublino is, because one day I think it's important to make also some contents in English. Okay, let's talk a bit about myself for who doesn't know me. Okay, I'm Simone Raschella, I'm from Placanica. Placanica is a little town in top of the mountain in Calabria. Calabria is the deep south of Italy, actually. It's in front of Sicily, basically. Okay, that's my town, my lovely town. 600 citizens in top of the mountain. I grew up basically there, and all my experience of life since until basically 16 years old, let's say, always been there. At 16 years old, I've been in London for 2 months. It was an experience that for me was quite important, because in that moment I realized some things about how the world out of your little circle, it's totally different, you know. You can see your things on your perspectives until you don't meet, you know, the other side. It means the people that are different from you and the societies that are different from yours. During my experience in high school, I've been the representative for student in the school council, and from there I met Luca. That was my colleague in another school, and we became friends basically. There is a strong friendship between me and him, and we decided one day, actually I said to him, he has a blog basically, and I asked him if it was possible to write something about my experience in Dublin, because I was planning to move to Dublin, and I did. It's possible to write something on your blog? And he said, actually we can do something bigger. We can do something better. We can start a podcast in which we can compare the life in Dublin and the life in Calabria, and how Calabria is supposed to learn from Dublin, and what Dublin is supposed to learn from Calabria, because there is also something that Dublin is supposed to learn from my area. It was an idea to, let's say, an anthropologic idea to compare two different societies that they look so different but sometimes are really similar, because the people are similar, the human beings are similar. And we decided to do this work and talking about a lot of topics: social media, transports. We talked a lot about transports. It's unbelievable. Also about climate change, Greta Thunberg, and a lot of things about cultural differences between my area and Dublin. With Dublin we mean not just the Irish society, but the rest of the Europe, because I also traveled a bit in Europe. I've been in Paris, I've been in Brussels, I've been in Amsterdam, I've been in London, Spain, so I saw a bit of Europe, especially Western Europe. Nothing, basically. He also moved from South Italy. He's from Locri, that is a town of 12,000 citizens, that still bigger than mine, but it's still a village. And he moved to Milan. So now also the topic of the podcast is changing. Now he's living in a different society, like Milan, that is a metropolitan city, is a big city, and I'm living in Dublin. So now it's changing perspectives, even for Luca. Nothing. Our purpose is that one, to let the people think about their situation, their world, because it's difficult, especially for the people that lives in little towns, in little societies. It's difficult to understand how the life out there works. Actually, we hope that Locri Dublino will be a platform in which the people they can talk each other, they can improve each other. And we're moving forward in that direction. Nothing. Like in every Locri Dublino episode, I used to say un saluto da Dublino. That means, I don't want to say saluto, I want to say hug. I want to say un abbraccio. A big hug from Dublin, and also I'll give you a hug from Locri by Luca. I'm sure that I did a lot of mistakes in this video. I'm 100% sure. Anyway, just excuse me for my poor English that will improve step by step. Promise that will be better step by step. Jesus, I'm in university. I'm supposed to speak, properly, better than that. Anyway, have a good evening or a good rest of the day. I have no idea which time of the day you're watching this video. See you soon from Dublin.